You've probably seen a lot of videos on Stoicism, but let me tell you, this film stands out in a big way, making it unique. It provides a multitude of rarely explored ideas and views. As a result, I urge you to pay close attention, for these words contain knowledge riches. In fact, we encourage you to watch it more than once, since each viewing may reveal additional levels of information. Furthermore, we recommend that you take careful notes on each idea that we will discuss with you. These timeless truths may be the compass that leads you to a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. So let us begin by delving into the 50 Stoic ideas that will alter your perspective on life. Don't pass up the chance to master your emotions. Let's find out what your actual potential is. Principle 1. Determine what you can control. The Stoics, like Epictetus, challenge us to think deeply about the notion of control in our lives. According to cognitive research, continual concern about the uncontrolled can lead to high levels of stress and anxiety. Epictetus taught us a valuable lesson when he said, "Do not expect events to happen as you wish. Accept them as they happen." This means that instead of resisting life's currents, we should embrace them and focus on our actions and decisions that are within our control. Principle 2. Virtue as a guide. The Stoics held that virtue is the foundation of a happy existence. Positive psychology backs up this claim by demonstrating that pursuing personal values is related with increased life happiness. Seneca concludes with a profound thought. The intelligent man is happy with being wise, nothing more, nothing less. This remark underlines the necessity of leading a genuine life based on own convictions rather than seeking external acceptance. Principle 3. The power of self-control. Epictetus tells us that self-control is a necessary foundation for self-transcendence. This view is supported by modern psychology, which shows that self-discipline is related to life success. His message that no one is free whose mind is not like a master encourages us to see how our impulses and wants, if left unchecked, may limit our freedom. Self-discipline frees us from the shackles of our fleeting cravings and wants. Marcus Aurelius asks us to consider the fleeting aspect of existence in Principle 4, the transience of life. This viewpoint is supported by the psychology of wisdom, which demonstrates that thinking long-term minimizes anxiety for trivial issues and allows us to thoroughly enjoy each moment. Everything we see is a viewpoint, not the reality, as the philosopher-emperor taught us. This proclamation inspires us to embrace the fleeting and live in the now with thankfulness. The Stoics called for empathy as a cornerstone of successful human connections in Principle 5. This view is supported by modern social psychology, which shows that empathy improves the quality of our social relationships and our own fulfillment. Epictetus urges us to put ourselves in the shoes of others, stating that we cannot control what people think of us, but we can control how we react and respond to them. We become more understanding and connected to our surroundings as we cultivate empathy. Principle 6. The power of positive communication. The Stoics believed in the power of positive communication to strengthen relationships and foster peace. Positive communication builds ties according to the psychology of interpersonal communication. Seneca stated that if you want to be loved, you must love. Positive communication enables us to form better and more rewarding relationships. Principle 7. Respectful acceptance of differences. The Stoics advocated for people's respectful acceptance of differences. Diversity psychology focuses on how tolerance and respect for differences create harmonious cohabitation. Epictetus taught, "First imagine yourself as what you would be, and then do what you must." Accepting diversity helps us establish more inclusive communities and relate to others more harmoniously. Principle 8. The power of gratitude. Gratitude is a core virtue of Stoicism. Positive psychology highlights the importance of practicing gratitude in improving life happiness. When you wake up in the morning, remember what a great privilege it is to be alive, according to Marcus Aurelius. Practicing thankfulness teaches us to appreciate what we have and to find joy in the smallest details of life. Principle 9. Patience in the quest of knowledge. Patience in the quest of knowledge is a Stoic ideal. Learning psychology emphasizes how perseverance in absorbing knowledge leads to increased intellectual progress. Seneca stated, "It is not that we have a short life, but that we waste a lot of it." Patience in the quest of knowledge helps us to thoroughly investigate ideas and views. Principle 10. Empathy for others. The Stoics saw empathy for others as a method of strengthening connections and community. Empathy psychology demonstrates how placing oneself in the shoes of others increases the quality of our social relationships. According to Seneca, man is precious to man. Empathy for others allows us to form deeper and more lasting connections. Assume you see someone struggling to keep their spirits up on the street. By demonstrating empathy and offering aid, you not only assist people in overcoming their obstacles, but you also establish a friendly and supportive social atmosphere. This modest gesture not only exemplifies the Stoic attitude, but it also fosters a strong bond between you and others, making life more meaningful. Concept 11. Mental discipline. A key concept of Stoicism is cultivating a disciplined mind. The necessity of mental self-regulation is supported by cognitive psychology. "You are a slave to what you do not control," Epictetus cautioned. Mental discipline enables us to break away from damaging ideas and bad methods, resulting in a more balanced and attentive existence. When confronted with a difficult scenario, for example, adopting mental discipline enables you to stay calm, sensible, and focused rather than succumbing to negative ideas or behaviors. This internal control leads to a more meaningful and peaceful life. Difficulty as a teacher. The Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius, saw difficulty as a chance for growth and learning. Post-traumatic development psychology emphasizes how surviving obstacles may lead to greater resilience and knowledge. Adversity, according to Marcus Aurelius, is the ultimate test of a man. Only through suffering can he learn about himself. Difficulties allow us to grow and obtain a better understanding of ourselves. Assume you are having difficulties studying and taking tests. Instead of being afraid and avoiding obstacles, you see them as a chance to expand your knowledge and intellect. Overcoming problems makes you stronger and gives you a better understanding of yourself and your skills. Principle 13. Conscious decision. Making conscious decision-making is vital for a meaningful existence, according to the Stoics. The psychology of decision-making emphasizes how deliberate decisions may lead to more satisfying outcomes. Epictetus advocated saying to yourself what you would be before doing what you needed to accomplish. Conscious decision-making helps us to live in accordance with our beliefs and ambitions. When you decide to study a new foreign language to increase your knowledge and broaden your horizons, you establish a guide for a meaningful life and take the required steps to get there. Principle 14. Persistence in virtue. According to the Stoics, persistence in virtue is the key to living an ethical and fulfilling life. According to moral psychology, living in line with our ideals leads to better personal fulfillment. According to Seneca, virtue is the only good. Nothing more is required for virtue. Persistence in virtue leads us to a more honest and meaningful existence. Consider a person who is in a challenging circumstance at work. Instead of responding quickly to a difficult circumstance, he chose to be patient and to regulate his emotions. This enables him to tackle difficulties with greater maturity and maintain strong working relationships with teammates. He obtains personal fulfillment and a more authentic existence by practicing patience in virtue. Principle 15. Choose your response. Viktor Frankl established that even in the midst of adversity, we have the option to respond. As he stated, there is a gap between stimuli and response. In that place, we have the ability to pick our answer. This concept reminds us that even under terrible circumstances, we have the ability to choose how we react. Using this ability can change our perspective on life. Consider a difficult job circumstance. Instead of being frustrated, you might respond with patience and problem resolution. This concept reminds us that even under tough situations, we have the ability to change how we experience life. Principle 16. Value simplicity. The Stoics, like Seneca, valued simplicity as a means of achieving inner calm. According to research on minimalism, having fewer possessions might lead to increased pleasure and mental clarity. Seneca stated, "We do not fear because things are difficult. They are tough because we do not dare to try." This urges us to simplify our lives, let go of unneeded obligations, and concentrate on what actually important. Assume you decide to minimize the quantity of furniture and clutter in your home. As your life gets easier, you will have more time and mental flexibility to appreciate the most practical and significant parts of your day. Self-reflection, as recommended by Marcus Aurelius, provides psychological advantages such as stress reduction and anxiety reduction. "Nothing occurs to a guy that he was not created by nature to bear," he remarked. Reflection enables us to have a deeper understanding of our behaviors, feelings, and thoughts, allowing us to make more informed decisions that are consistent with our beliefs. Reflecting on daily life may help us develop our ideas and behaviors in a good direction, allowing us to recognize the actual worth of every circumstance. Principle 18. Willingness to change. Epictetus tells us to accept what we can't change and to alter what we can with bravery. This idea is supported by a constructive attitude toward change. Epictetus once stated, "It is not what happens to you that matters, but how you react to it." We may confront life with more resilience and control over our circumstances by changing our attitude and behaviors. Assume you're trapped at work with a challenging task because you're frustrated and irritated over a circumstance you can't alter. You opt to concentrate on honing your abilities and responses. You encourage good transformation and gain control of your life in this way. Stoic thinkers place a great priority on the present moment, as stated in Principle 19. According to mindfulness psychology, living in the present moment increases happiness. As Marcus Aurelius once observed, "Stop arguing about what a good man should be and start being one." This philosophy urges us to love and maximize the current moment, while acknowledging that the past cannot be altered and the future is unknown. Rather of concentrating on past errors or fretting about an unknown future, concentrate on being a decent person in the present. Stoic thinkers advocate delayed pleasure as a path of self-fulfillment in Principle 20. Delaying delight can improve long-term contentment, according to self-discipline psychology. According to Epictetus, temptation typically takes the shape of an urgent chance to satisfy a need. Patience and self-control help us achieve important and long-term goals. Assume you wish to purchase an expensive item. Instead of purchasing immediately away, you opt to postpone the purchase and create a savings plan. When you eventually attain your financial goal, you will be able to enjoy that thing with satisfaction and pride as a result of your patience. Deferring pleasure resulted in a pleasurable and self-satisfying experience. The strength of resilience is stressed by Stoic thinkers and has been widely researched in positive psychology. Marcus Aurelius recommends that the best retaliation is to be unlike the one who committed the injustice. Patience training enables us to meet obstacles with flexibility and strength. We can grow and become stronger and wiser as a result of our hardships. Patience assists us in not limiting ourselves to wrath and vengeance. Instead of reacting with unfairness, we might learn to meet and overcome problems. Stoic thinkers support for continuous self-evaluation as a strategy for personal development in Principle 22. The need of reflecting on our actions and behaviors is emphasized in self-awareness psychology. Examine your words and acts, and you will soon realize where you are going, according to Epictetus. Self-evaluation allows us to find areas for growth and stay on the path of virtue. Assume you often delay on crucial tasks by self-evaluating. You become aware of this behavior and begin to take steps to enhance your self-discipline, bringing you closer to your ethical objectives. Stoic thinkers support self-compassion in accordance with Principle 23, self-compassion. Seneca tells us in psychology that no one is more unlucky than the one who never meets difficulty. Self-compassion enables us to treat ourselves with love and empathy, especially during difficult circumstances. Instead of condemning or demanding that they change, we can just listen and offer emotional support. This promotes trust and displays generosity and sympathy to people during tough times. Concept 24. The importance of lifelong learning. A major concept of Stoic thinkers is the pursuit of lifelong knowledge and wisdom. Lifelong learning psychology holds that constant learning improves our lives. Epictetus suggests learning to teach if possible. If you can't teach, try writing. If you are unable to write, reflect. Keeping an open mind to new ideas and experiences allows us to grow and progress as people. Principle 25. Excellent communication. The Stoics recognize the deep psychological influence of excellent communication. Communication is an important factor, demonstrating how clarity and empathy may strengthen bonds and prevent misunderstandings. What is more lovely than quiet, Epictetus properly said, is to talk and articulate. Mindful and empathic communication improves our connections, making communication an even more powerful weapon. Assume you're attending a crucial business meeting. Instead of merely stating your views, you listen to your colleague's point of view and demonstrate empathy. This fosters understanding and good interactions, improves connections, and forms effective communication, all of which contribute to the meeting's common purpose. Principle 26. Detachment from outcomes in psychology. Stoicism supports detachment from outcomes as a strong technique of reducing anxiety and suffering. Detachment focuses our emphasis on the process rather than the outcome, resulting in increased personal fulfillment. The fact that Marcus Aurelius' counsel does not anticipate the results to be greater than the work highlights the significance of this method. Detachment practice frees us from the shackles of anxiety about the uncontrollable, allowing us to find comfort in the act itself. Assume you're getting ready for a big workout at the gym. Instead of worrying about whether or not you can win, you concentrate on training and preparing as thoroughly as possible. By distancing your attention from the ultimate outcome, you relieve stress and find enjoyment in your efforts, leading to improved performance and a more positive attitude. Stoics put a high value on physical self-discipline in the field of psychology. Principle 27. Self-control develops as a well-being pillar, stressing how good behaviors may improve our quality of life. According to Epictetus, the body is the soul's prison. We cultivate our health and mental well-being by exercising physical self-discipline, which includes exercise and a well-balanced diet, promoting a good attitude. Principle 28. Integrity in actions. Integrity in action is important to Stoic beliefs. In the field of psychology, morality emphasizes the need of matching our behaviors with our ideals in order to create personal fulfillment. Epictetus said, "The color of a man's imagination dyes his life." Integrity in our actions allows us to live in accordance with our ideals. Fostering a good self-image. When you commit to completing your work as well as you can, even if no one else can see it, you are exhibiting sincerity in action. This allows you to keep your self-esteem and good self-image without the need for external affirmation. Stoicism emphasized the importance of mindfulness in our everyday routines in Principle 29, awareness in everyday life. Mindfulness develops as a transformational technique in psychology that decreases stress and improves well-being. Be mindful of your behaviors when you wash your hands, eat, and sleep, according to Epictetus. Mindfulness practice in our daily lives reveals beauty and purpose in the tiny moments that enhance our lives. When you wash your hands, you feel the warmth of the water as well as the gentleness of the soap. This simple gesture becomes a mindfulness moment, a reminder to be completely present in everyday action. Stoic philosophy encourages us to appreciate these tiny moments of beauty and purpose in our daily lives, therefore enhancing our existence. Principle 30. Time management. Time management is a critical component of leading a productive and fulfilling life. Time philosophy emphasizes the importance of order and planning in increasing efficiency and decreasing stress. Life is squandered by forgetting, according to Marcus Aurelius. Time management helps us to make the most of one of our most valuable resources, time, in order to achieve our objectives and live a more happy life. Prioritization and planning, for example, let you make the most of your time reading, resisting training, and setting personal objectives. This makes life more bearable and avoids unneeded stress. Principle 31. Generosity and compassion. Generosity and compassion are fundamental Stoic principles. According to positive psychology, charitable deeds can increase pleasure and success. Life, according to Seneca, is like a play. It's not so much about how long it lasts as it is about how amazing it is. Generosity and compassion not only benefit the people we serve, but they also enhance our lives and make us feel more connected to mankind. Principle 32. Humility and prosperity. Stoic thinkers saw humility as important even in the face of prosperity. According to success psychology, humility helps keep us focused on constant growth and progress. Epictetus stated, "Do not be concerned with what you cannot control, but with how you handle what you can." Humility practice assists us in maintaining a solid sense of self-worth and avoiding hubris and complacency. Principle 33. Recognizing life's transience. Stoic thinkers understood life's transience. Understanding this reality can lead to a deeper appreciation for each moment. According to Marcus Aurelius, everything you have today belongs to yesterday. Tomorrow will be someone else's. Understanding transience permits us to live in the present moment with thankfulness and confront life with calm. Consider a lovely sunset. It creates a magnificent scene by painting the sky with brilliant hues. The Stoic insight of embracing the transient tells us that once the sun sets, this breathtaking scene will go away. However, it is in this ephemeral beauty that we discover the core of life's value. We learn to treasure each passing moment by acknowledging the impermanence of the sunset, promoting thankfulness and tranquility on our path. Principle 34. Virtue is the greatest wealth. Stoic philosophy promotes virtue as the most valuable asset one may have. The psychology of happiness emphasizes that embodying our principles leads to better life pleasure. Seneca said, "True wealth is to desire nothing more." Pursuing virtue as the ultimate value liberates us from the pursuit of base pleasures. and helps us to achieve genuine prosperity in our moral acts. When a person forgoes personal benefit in order to do the right thing, this concept is clearly demonstrated. They are not enslaved by basic evil and find fulfillment in real spiritual success, producing true riches that is not reliant on material things. Stoic philosophy venerates simplicity as the source of beauty and clarity, Principle 35. This viewpoint is supported by psychological design, which demonstrates how a simple environment and lifestyle may boost creativity and productivity. Epictetus taught us that things are as they are, not as we would want to label them. By removing unneeded complication from our lives, we can focus on what actually important. Principle 36. Misfortune as an opportunity for personal progress. Stoic thinkers such as Seneca felt that misfortune might be an opportunity for personal improvement. According to resilient psychology, encountering adversity might help you build mental fortitude. Do not moan about your life, according to Seneca. If you can make it better, do so. Accept your fate if you don't. Learning to face challenges with dedication and bravery may lead to considerable personal growth. Thomas Edison's path in developing the burning lamp is a superb example of this approach. He failed hundreds of times before finally succeeding. Instead of giving up, Edison viewed each loss as an opportunity to learn and develop. Eventually, his perseverance paid off, and the burning lamp became a significant invention in industrial history. Stoic philosophers advocate active listening as a technique to truly learn and comprehend people. Principle 37. The wisdom of listening. The role of communication psychology in developing human connections is emphasized. According to Epictetus, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we say. Practicing attentive listening fosters empathy and strengthens our bonds with others. Principle 38. Authenticity and honesty. Epictetus and the Stoic thinkers stress the significance of leading a real and honest life. According to the psychology of authenticity, being honest with oneself is related to personal fulfillment. Epictetus taught us that the only worthwhile aim in life is freedom. It is won by ignoring things over which we have no control. When faced with a tough decision at work, practicing authenticity and honesty frees us from the mask of false morality and helps us to live with integrity. A person who values sincerity and honesty will express their feelings and views honestly, even if it means acknowledging a mistake. This honesty promotes trust and true connections with people, leading to a more full and meaningful existence. Principle 39. Emotional mastery. Stoic thinkers, such as Marcus Aurelius, agreed on the need of emotional mastery. This viewpoint is supported by emotional psychology, which emphasizes how managing emotions may improve one's quality of life. Do not let your emotions to govern you, as Marcus Aurelius warned. Change your thinking, and your emotions will follow. Self-awareness and emotional management practice allows us to make more balanced decisions and handle obstacles with poise. Consider a difficult circumstance at work in which your initial feeling is anger as a result of your coworker's conduct. Instead of allowing your anger to rule you, you shift your perspective. Recognizing that you have power over your emotions, you choose to react calmly, resulting in a more productive solution and a higher quality of work life. Principle 40. Gratitude as a pillar. Gratitude is a virtue that Stoic philosophy has shown to improve mental and emotional well-being. Practicing thankfulness on a regular basis might boost life satisfaction. As Seneca put it, life is like a debt that we can use for anything we choose, but we must repay it one day. Recognizing and appreciating what we already have, rather than concentrating on what we need, leads to a more satisfying existence on a daily basis. Be thankful for the simple things, the morning, the warmth of the light, the pleasure of a discussion. This provides satisfaction and makes life full, much like a treasured present that is always accessible. Principle 41. Accept vulnerability. Epictetus teaches us to accept our human nature. Self-acceptance has been found in psychological research to help alleviate stress and despair. Epictetus remarked that if you wish to progress, be satisfied with being regarded silly and stupid in outward matters. We may relieve stress and discover inner calm by assessing our flaws and limits. Consider starting a new job. You embrace yourself and are eager to learn from your errors rather than being frightened of imperfections and blunders. When faced with adversity, you do not blame yourself, but rather feel proud of yourself for rising to the occasion. This allows you to minimize stress, progress, and achieve peace of mind in your professional life. Stoic philosophy places a great priority on connections and community, Principle 42. This hypothesis is supported by sociological research which demonstrate that strong social interactions are associated with happiness and longevity. As Seneca put it, no one owns all of his wisdom. We all have access to wisdom. Community collaboration and support may improve our lives and increase our resilience. Concept 43. Moderation in all things. The Stoic concept of balance corresponds to scientific understanding of life's equilibrium. According to psychological studies, maintaining a healthy mix of habits and behaviors is essential for mental and physical well-being. Epictetus advocated not wishing for something you don't have. Be grateful for what you have. Keeping our behaviors and goals in balance allows us to live in peace and avoid dangerous extremes. Assume you have a hectic schedule that includes job, family, and several commitments. The Stoic ideal of balance urges you to take care of both your mental and physical health. You require some alone time. Be thankful for time spent resting and taking care of yourself. This will allow you to live in peace and prevent unneeded tension. Stoic philosophy, as accepted by Marcus Aurelius, emphasizes equanimity in the face of adversity in Principle 44. Resilience psychology highlights the significance of this mindset. Adversity, according to Marcus Aurelius, is the ultimate test of a man. Only through suffering can he learn about himself. Confronting obstacles with calm and commitment makes us stronger and enables for personal progress even in the most difficult circumstances. Consider yourself a student confronting a challenging course. Instead of giving up, you persist with a clear head, seeking assistance when necessary. You not only grasp the topic, but you also uncover your inner power as a result of those problems. This Stoic concept reminds us that problems are moral tests and that conquering them can show our true strength. The value of simplicity in life, Principle 45. Stoic philosophy encourages simplicity as a method of achieving inner calm. According to the psychology of simplicity, keeping our life simpler can reduce stress and increase happiness. According to Epictetus, happiness and freedom begin with a clear knowledge of one principle. Certain things are under our control and others are not. Simplicity practice allows us to focus on what's actually important and live a less complex existence. Stoic philosophy supports personal integrity as a key virtue in Principle 46, the importance of personal authenticity. According to the psychology of integrity, being honest with oneself leads to higher life happiness. Marcus Aurelius taught people to love the life they live, trust the trip you've taken. Personal integrity permits us to live our lives in accordance with our values and beliefs, resulting in a more meaningful and significant existence. For example, you may opt to follow a job out of enthusiasm rather than societal pressure. You live their lives truly, which leads to true fulfillment and significance in everyday life. Tolerance for ambiguity, Principle 47. Tolerance for ambiguity is an essential ability promoted by Stoicism. The psychology of resilience emphasizes how adaptation may be increased by being adaptable in unpredictable situations. According to Seneca, a wise man cannot accept anything unless he is prepared to receive it. Tolerating uncertainty helps us confront situations with calm and enhance our adaptability. When a plan hits a snag or life plans change, the ability to accept and adapt allows you to keep your cool and go on. Principle 48. Life's purpose and passion. Stoic philosophy emphasizes discovering one's life's purpose and living wholeheartedly. According to the psychology of personal fulfillment, having a feeling of purpose in life might increase life satisfaction. Epictetus taught, "First imagine yourself as what you would be, and then do what you must." Pursuing meaningful objectives and living with passion results in a richer and more rewarding life. When you define your objective clearly and are enthusiastic about it, you may generate tremendous motivation to overcome obstacles and achieve success in your job or personal growth. This gives you satisfaction and elevates your life to the next level. Personal responsibility is a fundamental concept in Stoic philosophy, as does Principle 49. According to the psychology of responsibility, taking responsibility for our acts fosters personal growth and maturity. Marcus Aurelius urged, "If it is tolerable, endure it. Stop grumbling." Personal responsibility gives us agency in our lives and helps us to make educated decisions in the face of hardship. Taking personal responsibility allows us to make informed decisions. Consider a difficult job project. Rather than grumbling about the obstacles, a Stoic accepts responsibility for their actions. They concentrate on honing their talents, finding solutions, and learning from their mistakes. This proactive approach not only promotes personal development, but it also cultivates a resilient and capable attitude. Stoicism recognizes the interconnectedness of all human beings in Principle 50, recognition of interconnectedness. The psychology of community highlights how acknowledging our shared humanity may improve our relationships and well-being. Epictetus said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to stop worrying about things that are beyond our control." Recognizing interconnectedness helps us realize how our actions influence others and encourages us to live more mindfully and ethically. These Stoic ideas are knowledge jewels that may fundamentally change how we see and experience life. You will be on the way to a more meaningful, balanced, and rewarding existence if you implement these teachings in your everyday life. Stoic philosophy, backed up by current psychology, provides vital insights in achieving wisdom and self-transcendence. Stoicism is a timeless jewel found in the darkest depths of history, where great minds formed their ideas and philosophers weaved the complicated tapestry of knowledge. It is a philosophy that shines brightly in the middle of a storm, a guide for navigating life's stormy seas with grace and tranquility. From Seneca to Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, the Stoics left us a heritage of knowledge that transcends decades and boundaries. Stoicism teaches us, at its foundation, that genuine riches is found in the development of virtue, that sorrow may be converted into strength, and that the key to a meaningful life is knowing the difference between what we can and cannot manage. Throughout our journey through the 50 Stoic principles, we've discovered the secrets of self-discipline, gratitude, empathy, resilience, and humility. We've uncovered how current psychology backs up these old teachings, emphasizing the importance of implementing these concepts can result in a more fulfilling, balanced, and happy existence. Today, we'd like to invite you to watch this film again and again. Take notes, consider these concepts, and share them with people seeking a more fulfilling life. Stoicism is a beacon that may illuminate your path, providing you the means to tackle problems with calm and joy. So, dear reader, we welcome you to join us on this path of self-discovery and progress, to learn how Stoicism may transform your perspective and help you alleviate life's sorrows and find serenity in the face of hardship. You'll watch this video more than once, because each viewing will reveal new nuggets of wisdom that will lead you to a more fulfilling existence. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We eagerly await your response. Which of the 50 Stoic ideas to alter your life most impressed you? Please share your thoughts in the comments box below. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with others who you believe would benefit from it. If you haven't already done so, please click the subscribe button. We hope you will stick with us as we learn and grow together.